are the strongest heroes on the Overwatch roster? Is your main a force to be reckoned with? Let's have a look. Hey guys, I'm Dimsies from the Omnic Past. I want to start out this video with a warning. Today we're ranking some of Overwatch's strongest heroes in the lore. This is not about how well they perform in PvP. This is a list of heroes according to their strengths in the Overwatch universe. On top of that, we're only including heroes' true power. Not their weapons, not their vehicles, not their gadgets. We're not looking for the Iron Man in the Overwatch universe. We're looking for the Hulk. In other words, which Overwatch hero would be the strongest if we stripped them down to their knickers? Stop imagining your main hero in their knickers, you bunch of 16-year-olds. It's just a matter of speech. This was actually a hard list to make. I mean, it is an actual list. It's the truth, it's gospel, it's canon. But yeah, don't take it too seriously. But for the sake of brevity, and since my restriction on knicker level power does really put some heroes in the nude and more than a literal sense, I'm limiting this to a list of 10 heroes, plus one. Now, the heroes that did not make the list should not be ashamed. There are no weak heroes in Overwatch, and one day I'll make a video about heroes including all of their gadgets and whatnot. Maybe. But let's start out with the list. At number 10, Zenyatta. To be honest, Zenyatta would not have made the list if he was not a Omnic. And if he did not have a kick that could shoot a soccer ball straight to the moon. But look, he's made out of metal. And while he is never malicious, I personally would not like to take him off, no matter what he is wearing. But from all the Omnics on the roster, he's the least harmful. So, he's at number 10. Number 9 is Kiriko. And I know, Genji and Hanzo must be giving me this stink eye right now. But I do feel that there's a difference. I've talked about the concept of magic within the Overwatch universe multiple times in previous videos. And in my opinion, Kiriko is the closest to magic that we have. She has a lot of potential that kind of remains untapped, like some others on this list. If you're not convinced of that, go check out her animated short. Damn. But since she's a bit of an edge case, she is in the lower part of the list. Number 9. Number 8 is Winston. Yeah, come on. He's a huge, angry gorilla. What else do I need to add? Number 7, Sojin. Sojin doesn't use gadgets. She is the gadget. If you would strip her of all her gear, you would just have a brain in a jar. Or maybe an angry looking head at best. And in her basic setup, she still has gun hands and laser vision. She is an Omnic with an organic brain. A smart brain. Deal with it. She is scary. Number 6, Reaper. An angry man that can self-heal and turn into smoke. Come on. Granted, he uses his shotguns to do damage. But again, I don't think he uses his full potential. He's a former Overwatch operative. A super soldier that got augmented, experimented on even by a super rude Irish lady. He can sneak up to you and strangle you to death. Or he can make you inhale him. Have you seen those pictures on packs of cigarettes? By the way, talking about that rude Irish woman, yeah, Moira's not on the list, because she uses that huge tank on her back. And I don't know how much she uses that for her fade, but nah. Number 5 is actually a duo spot. That's the +1 I mentioned earlier. Look, Omnics make up a huge part of this list, I'm going to be honest, but I think that is for clear reasons. They are living machines, we are sacks of flesh. Which is the name of my new band, by the way. That's not. Metal always wins from Flash. I've seen enough slasher movies to be fully convinced of that fact. So number 5 are the 2 Omnics on the roster that can be reasoned with. Orisa and Bastion. They both are very strong. One can spin a javelin so fast that it ricochets bullets or use it to pull in a whole enemy team, while the other one can change into a tank and a rocket launcher. One day it's going to be a helicopter, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, good luck. Both of them are not as strong as the Omnic on number 4. Ramatra. Even without his staff, he is an Omnic that can punch the hell out of any team. And if you piss him off really bad, his BO will take down the whole neighborhood. And it won't even take him seconds. He's a war machine with an attitude and a hunkering for whoop ass. Well, to hand out whoop ass. I mean, I don't know what he does in his private time. I don't want to know. I think he writes poems about Zenyatta. And drawings of dead humans. Alright, it's time for the top 3. On 3 we have the ultimate and the final Omnic on the list, Echo. Not only is she the sister of the most renowned Omnic that ever lived, Aurora, she can copy literally everybody else, while maintaining her whole preppy attitude. She is a fortress both physically and mentally. The only 2 heroes that can outdo her are the 2 in the top 2. That's a lot of 2s. And those 2 are very close to each other. They're actually each other's polar opposites. And depending on the day of the week, the weather outside, what I had to eat, one might actually be above the other. But for the sake of this video, I kinda attributed the number 1 spot based on experience, in a very literal sense. Number 2 is Yari. She is an anti-warrior. She is a child of the sun. She is imbued with the power of the sun. And yeah, she uses a weapon to channel that power, but she did not have that weapon when she wiped out all of her people. Too soon? Yeah. She clearly is the strongest inti warrior that has ever lived. And for practical reasons, the strongest that will ever live. Yeah, no, it's too soon, I get it. I mean, Yari is pure power, and she is a bit of a risk. She is young and unexperienced, and I don't think she fully understands her own power just yet. And her counterpart kinda does, but he also doesn't. The number one on this list, Sigma. I've talked about this so many times by now, but my opinion is that Sigma is the first multi-dimensional being in the Overwatch lore. His experiments with gravity led to an accident with a black hole, and that black hole spread his conscience over thousands of universes, and he's drawing power of all of them. He is a cosmic force, just like Yari. She is the sun, he is a black hole. They're basically the same energy in a different state, but his experience, because he is old as gives him an edge, and rheumatism. But that was it. Tell me, which hero should be on this list, and more importantly, why? Let me know in the comments. Join me during my streams on twitch.tv/DamesTV and make sure to subscribe for more updates on Overwatch.